one of those maps that quite often is extremely slow and then suddenly very, very quick, right? You see the executes come out and it's just pure chaos on the site.
Well, like, I mean, Kaquka was saying on the desk, right? Like, typically you have the Neon and you're looking for those fast plays. I mean, Barbers still definitely have that available when they are on the attack side with the Rays, but we're going to see now NAVI kind of slowly making their way through Sands onto A site.
Nice kill for Angel onto polvi. It's a nice little start. I do wish we would go have a look at the A site, but I guess actually everyone's coming to the B site, so it's worked out.
And we can see for Angel, another dark cover just came up, so we'll be able to throw that out and try and get some control. Does throw that out towards Generator, but are they going to know that luckeRRR's up here?
I mean, luckeRRR's just straight vibing, and he finds one with the shorty. Can't quite find the headshot to follow, but the boombot is well and truly gone. 2 bullets left. Needs to reload, but SUYGETSU around the side finds a headshot. Suddenly 2v3. And we'll see what Kryptix and Meddo can do. It's a classic and a ghost that they've got to work with, but the Viper wall comes up and that makes it incredibly difficult here. Shao low on HP, but still in the fight here.
And you can see, I mean, NAVI just having control over so much area. Arcade, B main, and tower. Though we do see that SUYGETSU made his way up. And now the push able to come through from Barbers.
They're going to try. Oh, it's a nice one from Kryptix. Can he find the second one? It's close, but doesn't quite find his headshot. In the meantime, Meddo tapping that spike. Is he going to go for the defuse? SUYGETSU gets the kill here, but Meddo trying to trade. SUYGETSU actually a 4K in the first round of the game. Shao. And I think that's really what we're looking for in this game. Like, if you want to cast a critical eye on this one, the ultimate goal for NAVI is not just a win here. Like, the win should be expected. This is a team that is a heavy favorite in this matchup. What we're looking for is clean executes. What we're looking for is great set pieces and just great play in general. We're seeing what this roster has up their sleeves. Zyppan planning ahead there. It's 2 for 1 so far, but I mean, they're against pistols. You'd expect, hopefully, NAVI can convert this one.
And you can see trying to like fake out a potential play towards A, but not actually going to rotate around. They do end up throwing out the Prowler, but still going to wait. But, I mean, Barbers are reading this well. They're not moving over yet. They're staying on the B site, but heavily linking up towards RK to start farming those orbs onto Eccles.
Meddo spotting the play here. Spike will go down. And it's NAVI with control. Like you say, at least they get an orb. They get something out of this round. I don't think they're going to get much more, though. But you've got to make the attempt, right? Eccles gets his head taken clean off by Shao. Kryptix now in a bit of a duel. Oh, it's a nice little headshot. It's not a bad start to the round for him. I say start. We're quite deep in the round.
Now we'll see if he can do more. Nope.
Close though. Close though. It's 2-0. But
B did go down, so they will buy up. Like a lot of members having to sit on light armor, but there are Vandals on the opposing side, so not going to mean too much. And NAVI've done a nice job of kind of changing up where they're looking to put pressure on. Right now, though, they might walk into the waiting arms of luckeRRR.
luckeRRR holding the angle here, sneaking around. Zyppan and SUYGETSU, you'd expect this will be traded regardless, and in they go, and out he goes, rendezvous instantly. Does not want that fight.
And we can see, right, Zyppan and SUYGETSU working together, the wide peak with the blast pack coming out. And yeah, luckeRRR knowing he has to just get the hell out of Dodge, but still not committing. Actually, NAVI have been working members up towards the other side.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at Barbers. They're sending both Meddo and polvi up around.
Angel sneaking on up, Paranoia in hand. He's going to charge into tower. But nobody's there for the time being. Kryptix down below and finds a headshot. Looking for a little bit more. Blast pack back though. Nice little bit of play from Zyppan as he finds one onto Eccles as well. Meddo behind, but SUYGETSU trades it. And 3v1. Once again, it's NAVI on the scene. And it's NAVI grabbing around cNed to finish it.
And I was actually just so focused on the minimap because
we need to see more than just good aim duels from NAVI, right, in this tournament. We need to see solid fundamentals. When you're against a tougher opponent, you're going to be challenged more, and these little mistakes will be punished. Well, this game, feeling a lot cleaner, feeling a lot more, I guess, pre-prepared.
It feels like NAVI let Barbers punch them in the face in game one, you know, kind of feel out how hard they can hit, because like the different roles, the comp. Yeah. Then in game two, they're like, okay, you know what?
Time for the counter punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and then hit back on Fracture in game two. Classic quote. Classic quote.
Yeah, you know, I always knew Sylvester Stallone said that. As,
Sylvester Stallone, huge fan of Fracture, turns out. Fracturing his opponent's wrists. Hey. I don't know if actors have opponents necessarily, but here we go. Spike down. As it's 5v4 once again. You know, it's an eco from the side of Barbers. Kryptix does have that Marshall, but that's about all they're working with here. And Lucca sneaking on up, has an opportunity. Does find the headshot onto Shao, perhaps a window here.
Yeah, I actually think that Eccles smoked off the trademark for this flank to go unnoticed.
Yeah, I think so. And Eccles, last man standing, but it won't work out.
Still able to find some guns. Kind of nice little play coming out from them to get the unexpected pick. Not to make Barbers think that you know, it still is an option. But this time around, Barbers are going to be heavily leaning towards B once again.
Seems to be... They seem to be expecting a big B hit, but so far, the way NAVI are approaching this is very slow, very steady, default, find information, find potential picks. Don't do anything too stupid, basically. Seems like the game plan. Lucca has taken a bit of health, but obviously has a Sage on his team, so tops up.
Maybe game one, you run that comp to like show the world this is why we got cNed. Like you all know why we got it is Zyppan. It's gonna, you know, have a bit of a field day.
Yeah, there we go. Zyppan getting one onto Lucca. Good little start to the round for NAVI. And with a man advantage and a Viper's pick going down as well, I mean, this is a tough one for Barbers. This could be 5 on the board. Angel with 2 headshots straight off the bat. Eccles tries to answer, but Zyppan is there with 2 of his own. And wow.
We're going to remind you, this is why he signed. And in game 2, you default to something more normal. He doesn't need to pop off because the world's already seen, or just chilling.
Well, he's popping off this round. Finds one straight off of the bat onto polvi. I feel like polvi not having the greatest game here. Keeps on getting found out. But it's not that surprising when you look at the talent that he's up against. It's certainly a tough matchup. And as that duelist, you got to be the first one in. Often means you're the first one out as well. Here we go. Hit onto the B site. There are 3 defenders here from the side of Barbers. We'll see if they can get anything done. Stepping forwards. And, well, no. No, they can't get anything done. Going to be a tour de force, though, coming out from Lucca. Time to make the montage. Time to find the career-defining moment. There's one. It's only one, though. SUYGETSU shuts them down. And having an insane game for himself. 6 rounds in, almost 2 kills per round. That is just mind-boggling to think about. cNed here, or Lucca, sorry, on the B site to start us off. We're going under tunnel. We're going to see if we can make a play on B site.
I mean, you could see, right, Barbers, both Kryptix and Lothar, knowing they only have to look out for a B main push. Barrier Orb did go up, just kind of taking away Arcade as a potential option. So a lot of members of Barbers actually just stacked over towards A right now. I'm curious to see if NAVI will commit to a full-on rotate, because it just really hasn't been what they've done yet, right? They've waited out the utility. They can make their way back towards B main, and
ooh, no. That's a bit of a whiff from cNed. That is not ideal. Lucca punishes him instantly, and suddenly NAVI's attack plan on B kind of crumbles. And like you said, players stacked on A here. This could be dangerous for NAVI.
Oh, yeah. polvi already finding one, but nice trade from Shao. We still have Nightfall online.
Eccles hiding in the wings here, but blinded Meddo finds one. Shao trades it as well. Eccles steps out, but Shao is there, and he's on point. 3 headshots, 3 kills, and away back into the round for NAVI. Spike will go down here. A control gained.
And it just feels like that's not the way it should work, right? I mean, we have Barbers, the ones committing the Rolling Thunder through. They have members already prepared on sites. But Shao doing a great job at finding those trades and winning out the duels. Now 2v2, but Spike's already down.
There we go. A resurrection from Barbers. So, man advantage once more, but Shao hiding in the corner, waiting for someone to step past. It's not checked and immediately finds one. It's 4 in the round, but actually the Barbers do clean things up. It's a nice little trim. It's a nice little finish on the end there. Wet towel around the neck. Job well done.
Feels like if Shao, you know, maybe could have found another, would have been winnable from the side of NAVI. The resurrection just doing
6-1. And we'll see if they can turn this into a 7th. Because if they can, it is dire for Bar.
this time around. Going to give some info over by breaking down the barrier, but at least... Oh!
Angel finds it. I think they thought Angel was spraying at the wall, but that was his teammate. Kryptix does find Zyppan, though, so it's a 1-for-1. Even trade so far. Kryptix playing slow. Shao gets yet another one, and it's these little picks. It's this slow play. NAVI find the heads, they find the information, and they use it well.
Oh, yeah, and Shao going to find another one, but it just plays like that where, I mean, one initial pick comes out is Barbers actually may be able to bring it back. We still have Showstopper online for polvi.
Okay, from the shadows, going to be used here to get into tower. 2v2. Spike is down already. We need to see something from the Barbers. They need to be aggressive. polvi going to drop that ultimate, fires it, doesn't connect. Oh, it connected, but Angel's still surviving for now. Eccles has the health advantage, but all Angel needs to do is not let him defuse. It's that simple. Oh, a cheeky little jump peek. And Eccles knows it can't happen. Just going to have to walk away with a Vandal. And his head, you know, hanging down.
Able to buy enough time to make sure that they win the round.
But good guy cNed. Dominates game number 1. He's like, you know what, guys? You can dominate this game. I'm just going to chill. NAVI, 7 on the board, and like we mentioned in the previous one, now you can see pretty much an eco coming through. Obviously, one rifle was saved from the previous round. Just trying to make sure everyone has a similar amount of money. But NAVI now, they've removed that loss bonus from Barbers. And it's one of those things where you win a round, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it was worth it. Wiinblad taken down by Kryptix here as they charge on in, but Zyppan finds a head. Meddo trades it, so it's even. Barbers, I think they'll take a trade like that if they can right now, even though they're on the defensive side.
Back to just, again, just going for some of these aggressive plays, which, like you said, when they're on Nico makes sense, but it feels like the fact that NAVI commits so many over towards that B main area and tunnel just gives them so many escape paths to be like, okay, we look for the opening pick, we can fall back, and very easy rotation towards A.
Ooh, shot from polvi there. I'm pretty sure that nearly killed 2. Headshot through Shao, and then cNed, you can see low on HP. I'm pretty sure that was the same bullet, if I'm not mistaken. Over to B, though, you can see the full rotation from Barbers. They've sold the fake, and NAVI go to the opposite side of the map.
Angel will have another smoke up as well, so we'll see what he's able to get done. Did just utilize the paranoia and making sure that the members of Barbers can't push out through Gen. Snakebite is online, so, you know, potential for some kind of setup to come out from SUYGETSU and deny the plants. But I mean, when we have 4 members of Barbers just slowly closing in, I wonder if SUYGETSU even has an idea that 2 are coming from behind him. Oh,
yes, he does. Well, there's only one coming this time. Lucca does get the headshot to at least answer it, but there we go, cNed finds his man. Oh, nearly gets the flick as well, but actually Kryptix and Meddo, I think they might just have this round. Angel nearby, sneaking on over with his hammer out. And it might just be hammer time as he peeks around the corner, finds the headshot, but it's answered by Kryptix. Does he have time? I think he does. The defuse comes on through, and Barbers get a second.
Great attempt to come out from NAVI and almost...
Just, you know, this has been an extremely one-sided map so far, but if Barbers can just get a bit of momentum here and string a few rounds together, a 7-5 halftime, you'll take that any day of the week. So, see if they can make that happen for themselves. polvi playing up close here. Utility in, just going to go for a dry peek. Smoked out, has to drop his paint shells himself, but will get away with his life. And suddenly Kryptix and Meddo get onto the scene. 2 kills here, and this is what Barbers were looking for. Suddenly, 3 trying to move in, but it's not going to happen. And I think NAVI going to see better of attacking A.
I mean, we saw Barbers polvi using the blast pack to be able to get away, and then NAVI not expecting Meddo to push through from Sands and find that pick. And I mean, heck, Kryptix just winning a 1v1 duel. So setting up for another round, like you said, right? It's kind of what they're aiming for. Just take one round at a time, try and string them together. You're playing against NAVI, see what you can make happen. And NAVI as sly and secretive as ever.
They're sneaking. They are sneaking away here. Shao, 1 point away from his ultimate. There was an orb there that they just walked past, but I don't think Shao went the same route here.
30 seconds
tunnels,
left.
Trying to find someone on a flank, but will come up dry. Nobody coming from that direction for the time being. Onto the site. Oh, it's like secret agents against each other here. Both teams sneaking over to B site here. Angel up in tower. SUYGETSU, I think now has to plant that spike. We're out of time. 11 seconds on the clock. Spike goes down. Now, Barbers retake attempt. Eccles gets one with the orbital strike. There's two remaining. Angel and Shao working together. Angel pushing forwards aggressively. Finds one traded. Shao gets another. 2 kills. It's Shao versus the world here, and he peeks against 3 people. Eccles with a 3K, and Barbers with 3 rounds.
Barbers playing it slow, utilize the orbital strike, kind of waiting just behind Canteen, not wanting to give any duels over. Yeah, at least for Barbers, right, you do have luckeRRR able to hold A, has a trademark, spotting out drop as the push comes out.
Look at this from Barbers, aggressive, and I like it. Polvi and Shao trading back and forth here as cNed went down. Resurrection. It is online, sorry. So potential to pick that player up, but they don't have control of the area, so I don't think that's going to work. Viper's pick comes down here as it's SUYGETSU versus the world, 1v4.
I mean, it's a diversion, right? You look at the minimap and where the other members of NAVI are heading, kind of making their way over towards the B site. So as long as SUYGETSU sticks around, stays in his ultimate so it doesn't time out,
yeah.
I mean, Barbers are just going to have to keep guessing.
Eccles has figured it out, though. You can see him moving over towards that B site, wants to know what's going on here. Angel sneaking around. He's the one. The bomb SUYGETSU. Just hoping nobody gets a lucky shot through the smoke. Just holding on as long as he can. Check in behind him. Eccles still sneaking around. Doesn't spot anyone yet, I don't think. And once again, Pink Panther theme tune comes in. Everybody sneaking in different directions. SUYGETSU, again, using this as a distraction, buying as much time as possible, and he's bought all the time in the world.
He's just being such an annoyance. Now he can go for the rotate, doesn't care if the Viper's pit does time out, because the other members of NAVI are already on sites, and again, holding multiple different positions, right? B main and Arcane taking control of, and now going to be able to start smoking off the retake that Barbers want to look for.
Lyric, I feel like they're selling a fake, and then there's what SUYGETSU just did, right? Like, basically an entire round, the whole team is trying to deal with you. Good little shot from Kryptix here, tries to get the heal off, and actually will survive. Meddo gets Angel, a resurrection comes out into polvi, but SUYGETSU tries to punish it. Tags come on through, but can't finish a second. SUYGETSU and Zyppan, 2v4. It'd have to be something special, but we've seen that from NAVI before. SUYGETSU with another headshot. 3 players there, and they're falling like flies. SUYGETSU with 4 on the board. This could be a 5-man, but it's not going to happen. The spike explodes, though. So NAVI still grab it.
Doesn't get the ace, but still ends up winning them the round.
Headhunter for luckeRRR, so potential for him to steal a weapon away. Also, with the orbs, you know, luckeRRR, only 2 away from the tour de force. It's a possible round for Barbers, but a tough one, that's for sure. And you want to spend absolutely everything coming into this final round of the half here. We talked about a potential 7-5 scoreline. It's not looking like it right now as cNed starts it. Zyppan follows up with 2. And it's over before it ever began. Spike will go down. Kryptix and polvi left wondering what on earth went wrong.
And just such a fast site hit coming out this time around from NAVI, right? Nightfall comes out and instantly their members push onto site, finding all the picks that they needed. Now, I mean, polvi and Kryptix have to make a miracle happen. You have Showstopper up, but Kryptix now down. And NAVI bring themselves to a 9-3 half.
Yeah.
Folks, you get the stim beacon in, send polvi, and try to start finding some aggression and opening picks.
See if they can. There's a look at dealing with a one-way smoke, but he's okay with that. I think that was actually his teammate's one-way smoke as well. No,
it was Angels.
Because he doesn't have an omen on his team. It wasn't glowing red, it was like blue, but it's because we were
And again, pretty much the biggest annoyance of omen on Fracture, just that one way on A. Does mean Barbers are going to have to commit over to the B site, but...
SUYGETSU peeks around the corner. He's like, oh, hang on a second. It's like Home Alone where Kevin looks out and sees the burglars. Zyppan finds a head, finds 2, and Angel follows up as well. Eccles at least finds Zyppan, but it's not really enough of a trade. NAVI 4v2. Eccles and luckeRRR have to do something incredible here. Look for a headshot, and he will find it. cNed down. That evens things up just a little bit. But they need to find more as well. luckeRRR committing to the same angle. 1 bullet remaining. 1 bullet in a dream. Shao around the corner. But the bullet goes wide. And that's going to be the round.
Barbers trying to force their way in.
Stingers have worked well for Barbers, though. Certainly in map number 1. But the thing is, Fracture, there's a lot of long-range duels that you end up taking on this map. Stinger can feel a little lackluster. when it comes to those situations. 10-3 though. And I'd love to see it from Barbers. I would love to see some kind of comeback, a bit of life at the end of this game.
Again, they had a very competitive first half of map number 1. Some very impressive performances, especially coming out from Eccles, in my opinion, in that first game on Haven. This time around, though, not so much, and really not able to find too much. Playing pretty slowly as well, trying to find some information up around dish, around drop.
You're in trouble. Yeah, has to rendezvous on out of that one. Eccles destroys the beacon, so trying to increase the cooldown, but obviously he'd already teleported. Ooh. Oh, hang on. Angel turns it around, gets onto luckeRRR. I don't know how he's got away with that one.
Yeah, so sad, right? I mean, that felt like that should have been luckeRRR's pick, and that could have potentially opened up for them to be able to get on site. They're still going to make their way back over towards A. Looking at utility.
30 seconds left.
We still have some things to work with, right? polvi, especially having all the raised utility up.
Oh, the grenade comes down behind Zyppan, but just stands in it. Okay, obviously thought he wasn't going to go down to that one. Oh, Shao finding 2 clean headshots. There's a third. Shao just flipped that round on his head.
Incredibly brutal. Especially what we talked about, right? I mean, the fact that so many of these players are experienced, are tenured just across, you know, a plethora of different teams, how that could fight in game 1, but not able to hold it together when you're against, again, a core that just finished top 4 at Champions not too long ago.
Good little shot from Meddo there. SUYGETSU taken down. I don't know how we can call it single elimination, honestly, because there are 8 teams being eliminated today. That ain't one single elimination, that is many. But here we go. Long-range fights being taken, and Eccles finds another one. This is looking pretty winnable, but cNed has snuck in behind enemy lines here. Angel found one pick to try and even things up. Oh, cNed wide on the shots, though. Goes for it again, and polvi punishes him handily. 2v4. Paranoid comes out onto Eccles. Shao steps on out, finds one. Oh, thinks a second, but can't turn it into a round. And Barbers, once again, with a thrifty. I feel like every round is a thrifty.
The opening pick coming out from them, they were...
You're saying good words that sound good in the right order. I don't know if they're correct, but they seem correct to me.
I'm going to have the best sleep of my life tonight. There. NAVI might have some pretty solid sleep as well, if this, you know, keeps going the way it's going.
I hope so. They've earned it. They've earned it.
Barbers might have good sleep.
You know, Doom Bros and Latex will be there. Latex with the hand puppets on. Doom Bros reading the bedtime story. Everyone gathered around the fire. They've earned it, you know. It's December after all. Is it December?
True.
It's not December.
Right now.
I can't count.
The holiday spirit.
It's still like a week until December.
This tournament will be over by then.
That's true. So they better get the bedtime stories in while they can. Angel gives Kryptix a bedtime story as he sends him off to sleep. Ain't no resurrection either when it's the Sage that dies. Here we go, polvi onto the site. Can they find their way to get the spike down? Shao gonna try and buy time here, looks for one, gets the spike out as well, and finds his second headshot to boot luckeRRR. Answers with one of his own, but SUYGETSU there on the scene. luckeRRR versus the world. 2 on the docket already, 2 more marks on the butt of his gun. 1v2 with an AWP. It's doable.
Especially if you find cNed here.
Head was spotted, but dodges the bullets. 45 HP, a single bullet will ruin everything, but that single bullet will ruin it for NAVI. Can't quite find the second. Needs to cock his gun, but can find it with this operator. Peeks out, but cNed shuts him down. cNed proven. If they win this round, they're through to the next round of the tournament.
Let's play.
Yeah, I mean, guns online, you have the Nightfall as well. I mean, a couple of good ults for the side of Barbers, so maybe they can try and look for some type of fast A hit, you know. Okay, here we go, Stopper coming out.
Yep, you asked for a fast A hit, and that's what we're exactly getting. Blasts on through, Shao taken out. And, I mean, there's no one here. There's absolutely no one here. Finally, 2 moving from satellites, but polvi with a second for the round as well. Angel gonna actually go for this one by himself and finds one. Looking for a second one, but can't quite connect. Eccles shuts him down. Suddenly 2v4. And I feel like there's a couple of these rounds now where it's like, you know, NAVI not necessarily playing with full respect. Like, Angel doesn't need to take that fight. Could wait for his teammates, but just sees what he can do.
Yeah, and it seems like now, for NAVI, potentially just going to have to look to save your guns. I mean, you have an op on cNed's hands. Definitely don't want to give that one over. And, yeah, like you said, kind of just feels like making it go around longer than it needed to be. But still, though, great coming out from Barbers. I mean, they had the tools to look for the fast A hit. They didn't even overcommit with something like the Rolling Thunder, so they'll still have that online for the next round.
Yeah, I mean, look at the toolkit for next round, right? 3 ultimates available for them. I don't know how far away from ult Kryptix is, but it's feeling good moving into round 18, the side of Barbers. However, they do have a hell of a job ahead of them. They got to get 7 more rounds in a row. If NAVI get a single round, if Barbers make a single mistake, the match is over, and Barbers will be eliminated. From the side of NAVI, obviously got a rifle and an operator from the previous round. A couple of sheriffs coming on through as well. But I will say, I feel like the eco rounds have been the most deadly across the course of this series.
All day.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, in the first series as well. Polvi moves in once again with this aggression, but back from it. Oh, he turns around, finds it. Polvi nearly with a second, but SUYGETSU answered by Kryptix in the end. The heal comes on through. 2v3. Slightly better odds for NAVI than last round. It's not saying a lot.
cNed's got to be careful, though. Kind of surrounded by 2 members up in tower right now. We're going to see if Zyppan can get anything done on the opposite side.
How does he find that? Answered by Meddo, at least, but quick little swap there to the headhunter and hunts for that head. Zyppan now, 1v2. Uses the satchel charges to get onto the top of the site. Has his ultimate available as well. Just drops the boom bot. There we go. Orbital strike comes out. And Meddo finishes the job. 6-12 now. And still finds it.
We need to remember that the last 2 rounds that Barbers have won have been off the back of some pretty impactful ultimates getting them on sites. 2 rounds.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, but Eccles!
Eccles answers.
Around, just spins on a pivot. Takes 2 heads. Shao moving forward, predicting this play. cNed finds one onto polvi. Meddo there. As Shao waiting for his opportune moment.
And like I said, I mean, 2 rounds ago it was the showstopper. Last round it was the Rolling Thunder. They don't have those same tools. And NAVI able to open it up with some picks. cNed still hunting and doesn't even need to. Forces him right back into the waiting arms of Shao. Now Eccles left by himself.
Look, Eccles got the first 2 kills of the round. There's the 3rd one. If there's a way to stay in the tournament, a 1v5 ace is the way to do it.
This is where I need you to bring out your full UK bias and make this happen.
UK scene alongside Kryptix. We'll see if he can make it happen. He did it in the Prem. Can he do it here at the Valorant Clash? Stepping forwards, playing it sneaky. Tap on the spike here. Shao gonna peek out and found, but unfortunately, Eccles steps on out. cNed takes him down. NAVI will take their first series of the entire new roster. 2-0.
First thing we learned, your UK bias not strong enough. 2,